Let us find a way to coexist with AI. But in coexisting, let us not allow compromise. I am Amanda Iloma Uwago. Sometimes I'm called Amanda Ilu. I do a lot of things. So long as it involves the camera and the microphone, you'll find me there. So I'm a filmmaker, an actor. I am a podcaster. I teach, and from time to time, I take up jobs as a host. I think this is a lot about me. We're talking today about prospects and challenges of artificial intelligence, or AI, as you may know it, as it concerns evangelization. Let me start by letting you know what AI is. This is an advanced form of technology that is capable of performing duties or functions that humans only can do. So the definition in itself is a threat for some people, and so you begin to understand why, this discourse instigates sentiments. You hear people say, AI is coming to take away our job, AI is coming to do this and that, and yes, as of last year, 14% of jobs were displaced by robots. Automatically, we had people in the United States who had to leave their jobs because robots had to take its place. We are scared, because change is not something a lot of people adjust to. We've got so many challenges of AI. For instance, we know the issue of distraction. As far as Christians are concerned, there's distraction when it comes to this. Or AI can pose as a distraction. Social media is part of AI, remember? We've got chatbots. We've got the chat GPT, as you know it. We also have so many of them, Google Assistants and all of them. These days, the algorithm could just, on your own, just suggest something to you. You're just in your house, taking up your device, your phone, and you just want to do something, and then you go on a certain viewing platform and they suggest certain things to you, things that are not necessarily Christians. And this is one of the challenges for an evangelizer or for evangelization. We have to deal with something like this. There was a time, I think it was 2 years ago, when there was a picture of the Holy Father circulating. An AI-generated image circulated the internet one time, and then he was in some cool outfit like that. There was this, I don't know, like a sweatshirt, a sweater or something, and then he was on sneakers. And people were arguing, this is exactly how the Catholics should dress. I don't know why they're too conservative, and we had so much people, there was this, that, and then we had other people coming to the defense of the Catholic Church. This is the problem. This thing has the ability to create distraction where it shouldn't be. And so you see, instead of us arguing about our faith, instead of us spending time to have a conversation about things that actually matter, one of the challenges I think it poses to evangelization is disguising evil as wisdom. You hear people trying to sell logical faith. See, that was more logical faith to you. Even churches trying to let you know how comfort is the way to go. Just, accept a certain version of Christianity, accept a certain version of life. And because this is where so many of us as Christians, humans, as a matter of fact, youths, for instance, who constitute the major workforce, this is where we stay, the phone, our devices. We come in contact with such contents. And the flesh loves pleasure. It wants comfort. So anything that is going to suggest, and algorithms, like I mentioned before, will suggest things you should cool off with, feel good contents. But the problem is, some of these contents are in no way out to help us. They are even, in fact, intentionally out to rob us of our faith, of our spirituality, and of our goodness. This is a challenge. Believe me, if you look carefully, you would find the opposite of what you fear. AI also has the ability to make evangelization reach heights that ordinarily it would not have attained. ChatGPT, for instance. We've got evangelizers, we've got people we've got priests, as a matter of fact. Your sermons, some days, I believe they're humans, I'm human, and some days I wake up and I don't want to work. So I believe some priests wake up some days and they don't want to work. But of course, they have to go out there and they have to talk. The ChatGPT is there for you. It could help coordinate your homilies, your sermons. It shouldn't lack the humanity. That's why for everything you do, for everything you generate with AI, for every work the AI does for you, make sure to look through it and insert what is important. So yes, it could help our sermons, our homilies, instead of finding words, because we've got writer's block. It happens to even me as a creative from time to time. I want to write and then it's not there. But then you have to preach the gospel, right? Because They're waiting for you, the congregation. Why don't you use ChatGPT to generate some of your content? This helps you. Then you can go through, insert words, insert examples. I think so. This would help our preachers. It will help evangelization greatly. Another thing is, why don't we, as evangelizers or Christians, also incorporate the learning of AI in our curriculum? You think it's expensive? I think nothing on earth is cheap. If we make it a point of duty that our seminaries, our missionary schools will at least learn something on AI, we've gone beyond ICT now. Proper advanced technology. Teach the children. The problem is sometimes because we're too scared, we chase them away from it. When you chase people away from a thing, curiosity comes, inquisitiveness comes, and if they go unguided, they would make a mistake. So why not teach your child how to generate certain contents? Somebody is doing this. Somebody is creating this, AI-related tools. It's a human being. Whatever AI, we think artificial intelligence, is created by human intelligence. So how about we train Christians, good people, to have that human intelligence enough to also create artificial intelligence that will benefit the church. This may sound like a fantasy, it may take time to achieve, but let's have this at the back of our mind that we can do it. If somebody in the science field is creating a certain robot to cause chaos, how about somebody in the science field who is Christian also, trained? This is where we need to know where we're investing. You as a Christian now, where are you investing your money? What are you doing? These are the things you should do. Bring this into the curriculum. Teach the children, teach whoever it is, how to make this AI-related tools in such a way that it helps the church. I went to the school for the blind people the other day, and some of them had finished a higher institution before whatever it is happened to them. There are people who can read, but they are deaf now, right? So while we are still working on sign languages, how about we get some of these tools in the church mounted somewhere? The pastor, the priest is speaking, it is translating it to words. A person who is impaired in one way or the other is reading. Somebody who does not, take these things easily or quickly is reading. Things like this will help. Imagine if the church creates a movie platform. The church, a unified body. We create an AI tool that would enable people view films that are Christian. Like you just come here and this is a Christian film platform. Imagine the good it will do. So instead of us condemning a certain platform for not giving us what we want, how about we create it ourselves? How about we, like I mentioned, content? How about we begin to create content that would now go up there? We boost them. You may argue that the church might not have enough money, that we don't have this, but I believe that religion is one of the most influential institutions in the world. And so if they are ready, and if we are ready, if we want to do something today, if we want to use AI to our advantage, we can. Wherever you are, I may have not even exhausted, the prospects of AI as far as evangelization is concerned, towards making evangelization a success. I may have not even exhausted it. But wherever you are now, how about you begin to, seek for the good in AI? Because honestly, we cannot spend our entire lifetime trying to chase away this thing, or trying to say, no, this is not good. It's not. Why don't we just calm down? The energy we expend on being afraid, the energy we exact on not letting our children view this, don't let our children go here, don't let that. How about we spend the time in investing in people who can help our children create those things? I am all about that innovation. So that invention, how about we do it ourselves as Christians? So AI can be used properly. What do you listen to? What content do you put out there? What content do you put out there? Because if you begin to act like this is what I want the word of God, I want to be filled with inspirational things. The truth is the algorithm will somehow also find things like that and bring to you. So how are you making use of AI available to you? What are you using it for? What are you doing with it? This is the question that I'm posing to you to, Think about it. I think if we look into some of the things I've mentioned, I think I talked a lot without an umbrella, but if we sit down and dissect it properly, you'd see how much AI can help the church. Let us find a way to coexist with AI, but in coexisting, let us not allow compromise. Very important. We have to be very intentional, because whoever it is that is on the other side is intentional. So we have to be very intentional, understanding that a person who does not use AI-related tools and a person who relies totally on AI-related tools, these two people they are headed for doom. Compared to a person who allows, for the assistance of AI, use AI as an assistant, use it to, break those grounds. Don't allow it to take the center of everything. Let it not take away the humanness that is required to make the world better.